So let's discuss doshas related to sun.
Yes.
When the sun is afflicted or
Yes.
debilitated, what happens?
Yes. So generally, when Surya is weak in the chart, you will always find people who are low in self-esteem, low in confidence. You will find people either having physical ailments or you'll have the propensity to get diseases is very high. So you will always some kids you will find them always they have cold till certain dasha time frame, always stomach aches and those kind of things.
Right.
It's clear example of weak
Poor
Surya
sun.
in the
Okay,
chart
chart.
actually. So one of the characteristics related to this sun will get affected. So primarily it mostly could be health.
Okay.
So either there will be headaches or bone related issues. So you will find in certain time frame, people the tire gets punctured, people meet with an accident. Again, they tend to break their bones. The boy or the girl goes to the school, comes back, and then plays some game and then breaks his or her bone and comes. So that is a typical case where Surya is weak at the chart or Saturn is transiting Surya kind of. So when there is typical weakness in terms of Surya, you will find that the person will be very very scared to sort of make presentations, come in a crowd and then opine their points of views and those kind of things. So it's a weak self-esteem kind of low in confidence kind of thing. Typical weak Surya. Now, what do you mean by weak Surya is either Surya is not, Sun is not very reasonably well placed in the chart. So it is placed in either Dushthanas, that is the 6th or the 8th house or something like that, or it is afflicted with malefics, Rahu, Ketu or Saturn in the chart, or it does not have Bala. So from a Bala means strength. So from a
Right.
Bala point of view, primarily for Sun we consider only Sthana Bala. So the 5 important types of Bala, out of which Sthana Bala is a combination of these 5 Balas. And if the Sun is weak, so for example, what do you mean by Sthana Bala is, so for example, Mamta Banerjee is powerful in her Sthana in West Bengal. When she comes to Delhi or when she comes to some other location, she may or may not be powerful. So there are people who are powerful wherever they go. So for example, Modi ji, wherever he goes, he creates things. So that is a different kind of a thing. So from that point of view, Sthana Bala is very very important for Sun. So either one of these parameters is weak, then the Sun is reasonably weak in the chart, and it will primarily affect one of the other parameters in the chart. Either the physical health or the mental health, or generally breakage of bones. So you would have noticed people who have always they tour the court. Always the whole life is full of cases. You can be reasonably very sure Saturn is transiting, Sun is weak. So entire life they'll be fighting cases. This property, he took 4 cents of my property, she took 2 cents of my property. Among relatives, brothers, sisters, and all, weak Sun, 100% weak Sun. So that kind of a thing is very very common. So you will have some people who have tax rates from the government. Sun is again government.
Okay.
Rates from the government department. Sun is weak.
Okay.
So if your Sun is weak, you have to be reasonably very careful from
With the government.
Yes. So even in politics, so Sun is a political planet, right? So even in politics, the first thing that you need to figure out for an opponent is how is his or her Sun placed.
Okay.
Based on his or her Sun, how it is placed, you can redefine the chart kind of a thing. You can create strategies where you can reasonably sort of eliminate the opponent from a election point of view. Yes.
Okay.
So generally, to strengthen Sun, from a physical perspective, the first and the best important thing is Surya Namaskar. You have to do Surya Namaskar day in, day out. So you may have back pain, you may have other bone related issues and all that, but there has to be Surya Namaskar on a daily basis from a Sun perspective. How many numbers? It is 12. Ideally 12 Adityas. So 12 is the 12 signs, 12 Adityas. So that is the kind of numbers that you should target at. Second important thing is Aditya Hridayam. It's a fantastic chanting Aditya Hridayam is a fantastic remedy for strengthening Sun. Third important point here is any Surya mantra. So any mantra is related to Surya, any mantra is related to Aditya. It's a fantastic Aditya Gayatri or Surya Mantras, anything is good from that perspective. So Japa Kushuma Samkasham, any mantra is good. So these three important things are good, and from a the Bhagavan point of view, ideally, the best people say Shiva is also good, Bhagavan Shiva is also good, but ideally the best Bhagavan to pray to strengthen sun is Rama.
Okay.
So Sri Rama is the fantastic Bhagavan to sort of pray to. So Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasrama Tatulyam Ram Ram Rame, or just chant Rama 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 in sets of 5. So Rama 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 Rama, like that if you chant, it is automatically strengthen the sun in the chart kind of thing. And finally, from the best practical remedy kind of a thing is, do not have or maintain a good relationship with your father or father-like people. So it is basically like this, right? So if you have a weak sun in the 9th house, you need to visit temples. 9th house of dharma, 9th house of temples kind of. If you have a weak sun in 10th house, ideally you get people who are retired in your office, or mingle with retired people in your retired men in the office.
Okay.
So if you have a sort of a weak sun from a 5th house point of view, chant Rama mantra, 5th house of mantras.
Right.
So depending on where the sun is placed, and if it doesn't have the bala or it is aspected by Rahu, Ketu and all that, you can formulate your respective strategy.